A man with an appetite is a man who knows how to. That's how I live my life. A fat guy must eat good. Lauren, what's your input on this?
Do fat guys eat good?
I think so.
Oh my God, this
Eating good
insane.
is a state of mind.
This is my only bet. That's the only thing I'm gonna do. I have a friend.
Testing. Hi.
Full bats. We don't even know what to do with this much battery life. Okay, folks. And, the time you were gone, Amer took us on one of his illustrious dates, buying Twixes and chips. And
We're so
Yeah,
spoiled.
that's what I meant by expensive dates.
yeah, of course.
Chips and chocolate from the
So funny.
Ultramar.
Oh.
You saw a
Very
MILF,
special.
too? Did you see the MILF go in?
You know?
Was she
She was
MILF?
cute.
I saw a woman smile.
Buddy.
Oh, do you have Waze? Oh no, we don't. Do you ever? You know, on the Waze app, do you report like?
MILFs?
Yeah.
Hot bitch come.
But like a car, let's say a car's on the side of the road. Do you click? I always do that.
No, I don't want to get into a car. I'm driving.
I know, but I'm
paying
so
attention to the road.
so excited for like points. I get like these points whenever I report like a car on the side of the road or like
Yeah.
a hole or like this or that.
So you're the reason why, like, let's say there's a car stopped there. It's already showing up on my Waze.
Yeah.
It's people like you.
Yeah, and then when
It's
you
crazy.
close the app and the next day open it, it tells you how many people you helped. And there's people giving you thumbs up, nice messages. They're like, "Oh, thank you."
Wait, you're using Waze? I heard from a buddy he uses it to see where cops are.
Yeah, I use that too.
I use it.
Yeah, you're the guy saying, "Hey, cops, come over here."
No. So let's say you see a cop and nobody reported there was a cop. I'm the guy that reports the cop on the app. And then you guys see.
He's doing the rebellious act of reporting cops.
Yeah, I report where the
Okay,
cops
okay.
are.
I see.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
not
surprised. I just heard of this Waze thing recently. I'm surprised it's even legal.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, isn't it illegal to have? It's illegal to have a scanner in your car, right?
Yeah, it's scanner's one thing. My grandma used to have one of those scanners.
Nice. Your grandma was a badass,
Yeah.
bro.
I could use one the other day, man. I turned left at a T intersection that you weren't allowed to turn on left on, and $175 ticket. Guy waiting, hiding.
Oh,
I know.
You had a quote
And he hit me with the "Have a good day," and you're like, "Fucking don't." Enough's enough, right? It's 2 days pay for me, you asshole. You're gonna say "Have a good day" after
Oh,
you fucking
that's-
cunt. I can't wait to get out of this province. We're almost there.
10, 9, 8, 7,
wow.
6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Five,
Mama, I'm home.
4,
For
The land of the
2,
Ekelpet.
1. Welcome to Ontario.
To Ontario.
Shit, I've been driving 120 for the
We're
past
so
like 5 minutes. I
clever.
thought we were already in Ontario.
Finally, I can let my head take its natural shape again.
The horns and the
What's that?
the horns.
No, a square head. You
Oh,
know?
but and
That's
then the
bad.
hat.
Oh,
No, a
but
square head.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, get that? No, it's not. That's like the slang. Like we say frogs.
Yeah.
They say square heads.
I thought I thought
What is it
Anglophones
from?
were called
I
squareheads
forget.
because you guys are you're bad in
Because
the
frogs
bedroom.
is because apparently French people eat frog legs, which isn't even like Quebecois. That's France. So like, why is it squarehead?
I didn't know that.
French
Have you ever
word.
heard that?
Square heads because we're bad in the bedroom?
Yeah, like you guys are boring in the bedroom. That's why you're called squarehead. That's what my Quebecois friends used to tell me.
Really?
Like, oh, Anglophones, they
Ontarians?
suck in the
They
bedroom.
suck in bed.
Yeah.
Anglophones is all Anglophones.
I mean, I'm not going to
all
stand
of-
here and be like, that's, you know.
Sorry?
I understand.
They're
Yeah,
worried
well,
about
I mean,
being
for a
red.
francophone, or like yeah, probably. You guys are, they consider you like coincé. I guess. We
We're-
didn't have the sexual revolution that Quebec had.
We're too much
was
of
there a sexual
Puritans.
revolution?
Yeah.
What happened?
Sexual revolution. Women were like, woo, and then
It's the kisses on the cheek. It's
It's
the
the
foreplay
French-
that
Oh, I didn't know that.
Ontarians need.
I guess I'm more.
yeah, that's why everyone like English Canada thinks Quebecers are all whores.
really.
Yeah, and all men are gay.
I thought it's because King Louis sent a bunch of actual whores over.
Hey, okay, they were suffragette. No, they weren't suffragette. What was it? Les filles du roi. They were
Yeah, the
the
filles.
daughters of the king.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Because all the pioneer guys were like,
I don't know. He's insulted, but I don't know if you notice that. He's like, yeah, they are whores. Like he took it badly.
what? First of all, I would consider
Wait, it
myself
smells like
a whore.
fire.
Okay.
I
I was
smell
gonna say,
smoke.
there's nothing wrong with
I
There's
think-
nothing wrong with being a whore, okay? Just
I
because
know.
you can't keep
Slut
up with us,
positive
Amer, doesn't mean you gotta shame us. Jeez Louise, huh?
Ooh,
This
there's
guy.
something burning, guys. You see this? You smell it?
Yeah. what
Unless
the
someone's
hell?
ass is on fire, and they
Someone
fart.
forgot to use their bidet today.
Someone's having a bidet.
Quinn's gut
A
biome
bad night.
is
It wasn't
not
a good day.
Feeling good.
Isn't Daniel Karen?
Yeah.
Daniel Karen's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come out here and say it.
He's-
How's that for some drama?
Yeah.
Daniel
it's
Karen?
Quite dramatic.
I think he's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's hilarious.
He's funny.
He's a sweetie pie. Nice person.
Yeah. Tortured past, but funny guy.
He's hilarious.
Yeah.
I wish he would do it more.
He's a silly Billy.
He's
That's
got
what
a
I'll say
radio
about
show.
him. Daniel
Oh yeah,
Karen
I
is
did
a
that
silly
once.
Billy.
I did that once. Fireside Advice or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Advice by the Fireplace.
You should start beef with that podcast.
Yeah,
get
we
me
should,
going
real
there.
we
good
should
to get
start
beef
our
going
own
with.
advice.
We could actually call in that radio show right now. I'm pretty
Is it
sure.
on right now?
I think we missed it. I think it
Well,
finishes
let's
at
just call
6.
Dan.
For guests.
Yeah, it's called Dan.
Dan, we need.
Yeah, we were starting a
and like
podcast.
old man, like I have hemorrhoids. What do you recommend? Or let's talk, you know what? We should start giving advice. It seems to be that we like. I love giving advice. Do you
Yeah,
like
you-
giving advice? It's my
I mean,
favorite thing in the world.
I don't know if I like. It's not my favorite thing in the world. And
love it.
all the advice I give is purposely just really bad. Like I just like I try to fuck with them, and then you try to help them maybe.
By the way, I just noticed in this camera, it's just half my face. It's very deconcentrating. I just got a fucking.
Really? Wait.
Because I turned to look at and all I see is Quinn, and then half my head.
It gives me a chance
I
to
didn't think I'd
hide.
feel back here.
All right, let's give each other advice. Quinn,
Oh,
ask
God.
you. Let's say you want advice. Ask a question.
You want me to ask you for advice?
Yeah.
I don't think it's how it
It's
normally
very
works.
presumptuous, Amer.
Amer, could you please give me? I really can't quite figure shit out
About what?
about my life. It's in shambles.
Listen, make your bed.
Okay.
Make your bed.
Okay.
I've seen his bedroom. It's pretty
Okay,
clean.
Jordan
Yeah.
Peterson.
Ish.
Make your bed. Set a schedule, an everyday schedule. This is where you're gonna wake up, and this is when I'm gonna go to sleep. Stop doing drugs so often. Try to have a regular sleep schedule. That's number one.
Whoa,
Regular
whoa,
sleep
whoa.
schedule.
A regular
drug
sleep
But
schedule.
schedule.
he probably has a normal sleep schedule. He has a
No,
job.
he sleeps once every 3-4 days.
But that's on
for
the
like
weekend.
16 hours.
That's like a
in
weekend thing, though.
In a rave or whatever.
Yeah. But like, he has the weekend off? You know? Don't you have the weekends off?
I got weekends off, baby.
Yeah.
His biggest show is on Friday. His biggest job is on Friday.
Yeah. Then there's the whole weekend to sleep it off.
What do you mean? What does this mean? I have a day job, dog. I got to work tomorrow at 8 in the morning.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Take it easy with the advice. How about a few questions first?
Hey,
Although that was torn from the pages of my diary, I must say.
Why
I
did you
don't make
get-
my bed. My room stays fairly clean.
I was faking a Jordan Peterson thing. But however, I did find that my life gets easier when I have a regular sleep schedule.
Okay,
Oh my God.
I believe that.
It's so important. Just to
Yeah.
sleep at the same time every day.
Oh, yeah,
Wake
yeah.
up- Oh.
It's like okay, it's just a sleep schedule, right? It's like okay, see it like that. It's like okay, just go to bed at the same time. It's no big deal, right? It's like
Oh.
okay, it is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Staying up late. Dangerous. Playing with fire.
Lauren is like fuming right now. Like, are they quoting
What?
Jordan Peterson? Those pieces of shit.
I love sleeping.
Sorry?
I love sleeping. What?
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
I love Jordan Peterson. Like,
Oh no, I love sleeping.
Jordan, they're
I had
Lauren,
to
they're
listen
gonna
to.
cancel you.
Not a big fan of him, but I had to
Yeah.
listen to a bunch of his videos because I did like my undergrad thesis on free speech on universities. And
Oh, wow.
Fuck, I had to put them on
That's
2
a
times
lot.
speed because he sounds like Kermit the Frog, but fucking
Well,
that's
so
his
much
charm.
slower. It's
That's
worse.
his charm.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
it's
charm
not
is the
charming at
voice?
all. No,
I don't
I
know
had
if
to
it's the
fucking
voice.
speed them up.
Yes.
Hello.
My issue with Jordan Peterson is that he fucking like all the things he weighs in on and is famous for. It's none of the stuff he has actual expertise in. Like he's the dumb person, smart person because he doesn't have any of the credentials to back up. But he loves talking. He loves talking
Yeah.
about stuff.
I find that when he was still a teacher, like when, because when I was a young man, I watched his videos when he was still a teacher.
Oh,
He
a
wasn't
lot of
famous at
people
all.
did.
And
Yeah.
honestly, not bad.
It was just at the time. It was like kind of like Dr. Phil basic shit, right? Like be
Well,
nice to your
no, but his-
friends.
his,
or
like, he used
I
to
whatever.
think
film
people
his
were
classroom.
looking for like a little bit of a daddy figure.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Well, all men
a
are
lot
kinda
of young,
looking
for a
young
daddy
dudes
figure.
felt aimless, and then he was kind of telling
Yeah.
them like, "Oh, you're
100%.
trying to get your life together."
Like 6
but
years
he's
ago,
not
yeah.
himself. I don't think he's a very high quality intellectual.
I read his book because I got curious about who he is as a person. And I read
The one
his
about the
book.
lobsters fucking.
Yeah.
Not the lobster fucking.
Okay.
It's the 12 rules of life.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
if I
lobsters.
was if I was 17 or 18 and I was like, I don't know, I don't have a father, or like my father
Yeah.
left or whatever, this book would
It's
be
definitely
useful.
a daddy thing.
Yeah.
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 I'm like, no, I see his use. But then when he got way too big,
Yeah.
and sometimes like, nah, when he was still like a teacher and his own goal, his like
Yeah.
unique goal was just to like share his knowledge. I'm telling you, if you watch his class,
Yeah, I used to watch
this
a
is
few of
quite
those videos
interesting.
because like him on like divorce, him on like parenthood, him on like these fundamental things that we all need to like go through ourselves, like these basic
yeah.
things.
And maybe-
Like he had advice. He had
Yeah,
advice.
and
that-
maybe because
yeah.
I watched it in my 30s, I looked
Yeah.
at it with like okay, this I agree with, this I don't agree with. I never,
Yeah.
I don't take everything as pure truth.
Yeah.
No, he's a.
But then he comatose
yeah.
himself, and then he remember like he had like this one claim that he drank a little bit of apple cider, and he went into a month-long like sleep paralysis. And even Joe Rogan
And
was
he
like,
also,
"What
like,
the hell are you talking
He
about?"
only ate beef. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it seems to work for him to only eat beef.
I
It
think he's a
seems-
guy, like, he has a big ego thing deep down, and it got fed by all this, like, online attention he got.
Grass-fed
It just, like,
ego.
Yeah. I
Grass-fed
mean,
ego.
if I could afford fucking like high-quality steak every night,
God damn.
I would have that every fucking night. Like
Dude,
that with like
that's
some
why we need to
broccoli
start,
or
We
whatever.
need to
you know?
start giving advice to young men.
Yeah.
So we can start eating steak
Okay.
every day.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Don't do your bed.
There's a big market for it. Lonely young men, just
Yeah.
give
Well,
them advice.
by the way, it's the same market for lonely young women.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the exact same thing. It's just a completely.
What is
you
that?
have
It's like the British-
Lonely young women have their own Jordan Peterson.
yeah, like the British
Kathy
newspaper
Griffin.
thing, like the Agony Aunts, where
Sorry?
you write into like a newspaper, and then this like columnist gives you advice. Like
Yeah,
the
that's like in
Agony
the
Aunts,
60s,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
like
now it's
they-
podcasts. It's just podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everyone is lost.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for a form of truth.
Yeah.
and they just
People are
find
looking
their
for structure. They've lost a lot of.
It's
that.
like you need structure. It's
Yeah.
like, no, you don't. It's like, okay, don't have
don't know
it
how to
then.
build
See
their
how
own.
that works out. I don't know. I
That's
gotta
so
say,
good.
I gotta defend the guy. Like,
yeah.
he's withstood an enormous amount of pressure. Like, I don't have the temperament for that. That would be like the times where he was getting like you were
broken.
talking about the free speech on campus kind of stuff. Like, to get like bombarded and like screamed at, and to just be basically a Buddhist monk for hours. That's pretty impressive. And I'm sure I agree with you that he probably has a big ego deep down, you know. And how could you not once you're selling 1 billion copies
Show
of your book or
business,
whatever?
man. It corrupts
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah.
But I resent the notion. I've heard it many times that he's a dumb man's intellectual.
Yeah.
I resent that like concept in and of itself, because it's like, do dumb people not deserve someone who could bridge the gap between academia and like the blue collar guy? I think that is a skill of itself. Like,
No, I think that like the communication aspect and being able to like resonate with people and explain things, that's absolutely. And I get how it's like condescending to say dumb man's intellectual. It's just my problem is that he constantly weighs in and acts like an expert on things that he doesn't have the actual expertise in. Like, he constantly talks about politics, constantly talks about philosophy, his degrees in psychology, like, I don't know.
But wouldn't you say that's just all of us? Like, we're
Yeah.
always weighing in on things. That's everyone.
But he's like, the way he presents himself is like Dr. Jordan B. Peterson and like an expert, you know?
But don't like aren't anyone with a doctorate? Don't they have that in their title? Like, obviously he's not a doctor. I'm
Yeah.
like, where's the stethoscope, Jordan? But like, he's obviously
Up
like
my ass.
anyone
but
who's a
it's also-
doctorate's gonna throw that in their
It's like-
title, you know?
Claire used it when she was trying
after
to
all the
reserve
stuff
a
with
hotel.
U of T, because like
Dr. Shirts, Dr.
Yeah, Dr. Claire Gibson.
Dr. Claire Gibson.
Yeah.
he got famous through like that controversy at U of T because he didn't want to take like a DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion
Yeah.
training, and like he was just like a clinical psych prof at the time, and then he got all this controversy because he refused to do that. He posted these YouTube videos, and then from there it's like he's made this kind of like independent speaking career, but the stuff again that he like makes his money on, weighs in on, it's not where he's.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going back on the same
it's-
point.
Don't you
Yeah.
find it's interesting that we get to listen to both sides, and then you get to choose your own truth? And this is like, okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna take it. And then you listen to that side. and
Yeah,
like, okay,
but
that
not
makes
everybody has the capability to like be like, this is, I'm picking that. Like, they're just influenced. If you're like an empty vessel, you see the first guy that's like
sense.
saying,
Yeah, but that's youth. That's
Yeah, exactly.
You just take and you're like, and then you grow
Yeah,
older and you're like,
that's
all right,
true.
this makes sense. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
but then like
It's
with
okay.
with your TikToks and your Instagrams, this kid is gonna be like, yeah.
Well, it's like so much of
frogs,
it. It's not just
you know?
what you're saying. It's like how you present it too. It's like that with comedy. It's like I think he talks with this kind of air of authority and
Yeah.
this kind
But
of cadence. And again, it's like very like daddy, and it's very
But part
convincing.
of
and-
growing up
yeah.
is also rebelling against your father.
Yeah.
And if he's
Yeah.
everyone's daddy, as you grow older, you're like, all right, you know, a lot of things he said make sense. Some
Yeah.
things I don't agree with, and then you listen on the other side, and you're like,
Yeah. To
oh, I
mommy.
think these ladies
ladies.
make sense, and then you're like, all right, something like, all right, that doesn't make sense as well. But then you end up, I find that on both sides you find good people, and on both sides you find assholes.
I think the issue is that so much of like how we do politics now, it's like around these fucking like cult figures, like it's like cult of personality.
Yeah.
So like people like Jordan Peterson get kind of valorized, and it's like either accept everything he says or.
You heard the lady.
I
We need
know.
to become
And it's
cult
like that
leaders.
on any point, like part of the political spectrum. But it frustrates me that I think that people like him kind of milk that and then like start to structure politics around it, and it's just not good for anything.
Yeah, but that's not. He's not the problem. It's just that this is what
No, he's just
society
making
is
money
right
off
now.
of it. He's making money off the problem because it's like a human kind of thing where we identify more with like characters that we know,
Yeah.
and it's everything's so confusing and so much information overload that people kind of latch on to these certain like influencers or political like pundits or whatever to digest it for them.
But
But
all-
it's like you're not thinking for yourself.
But that's the thing. I find that's true when people are alone. But then
Yeah.
we still live in a world where you have to interact with people, and most
Yeah.
people you interact with
Are fucking normal.
they're
Like, go
fucking-
outside,
Yeah.
touch grass. I've started with the internet. I've started just assuming that everyone I interact with on it is 14 years old, and
Yeah.
it's really helped me
Oh,
manage
Yeah,
my
me too. Like porn.
expectations.
No.
Yeah,
No,
with porn.
That's funny, but
Is that
you
what
should
you
write.
said, Amer?
You
That's
should write.
bad.
You should write a bit about that. About like everyone I interact with online. I assume
It's in my notebook. Yeah, I just haven't
great-
made a
it's a great
joke. There's no
premise.
punchline to it yet. I'm working on it. I have a lot of internet jokes I want to do, but I get too earnest about it. It's not funny.
I think as well, like, anytime we talk about any character that is controversial, Jordan Peterson or otherwise, there's this need, right, that for anyone discussing it to be like, I don't agree with everything they say.
Yeah.
Whereas to me, I'm like, well, isn't that implied? Like, it'd be weird if you agreed with everything one person said. Like, we're all different.
Yeah.
But what makes part of his popularity is that he is kind of warts and all, like, this is what I believe, even though not everyone, you know, like, and there's people on the left like that, there's people on the right like that. And I like people on both sides of the political spectrum who are willing to bear their actual beliefs because they know a wave of criticism is coming. Whereas a lot of people are milquetoast in the public eye. A lot of actors, a lot of TV personalities, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like you could have a podcast with them for 10 hours and they'll never, ever really say what they think about anything because they're trying to appease the masses. Whereas, like, I've kind of come to terms with the fact that you're never going to appease everybody. I appreciate the people who are willing to bare their soul and their philosophies.
Yeah.
So I don't expect to agree with everyone on everything. But I find it as time goes on, I'm more enamored by the people who are flawed, who I disagree with, because at least they're saying something,
Yeah.
than someone who's not, you know?
I think that's fair. I agree with that. But I think what frustrates me is when it's like this false victimhood kind of thing where it's like, oh, because
on both sides.
yeah, like anyone can take that on. But I really don't think Jordan Peterson is persecuted. Like, he gets backlash, but he still is successful.
Well,
Now I
his
think,
his
Yeah.
persecution made him famous, like
Right.
Dave
He
Chappelle.
made money off of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you just you put a light on him, and that's why I don't think he's a dumbass. I think he's very smart.
Which I think anybody would do that. If there's like,
I don't think I
big
would have
s-
had the strength to imagine being hated by thousands.
But also
Yeah.
behind the scenes, he was getting all these like love letters. You know, like that's
Yeah, that, and also it's
That's-
like
that's the
you
stuff
look
you
at all the
don't-
comments and they don't mean shit, you know.
Of course, yeah.
it doesn't
as
mean
she
shit.
said, they're like 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
saying, you suck, man.
Remember when I was making fun of those 18-year-olds on TikTok and I
Yeah.
got like a million comments of how ugly I look and all that shit? It hurt for like a week. I was depressed, and then I like
Really?
you get over it.
Oh, dude, when I get hate, sometimes I go and read our comments, and
Yeah.
when I read the hate ones, they make me laugh so much that I'm like, I stole your soul, motherfucker.
I know,
if
I know.
if it took 10 seconds of your life
Yeah.
to write a
I know.
comment on my shirt, I
Yeah.
own your soul. I fucked your mom.
Yeah.
That's how I consider it.
I know, but
Yeah,
this,
go shit as
yeah.
I'm fucking your mom.
I was depressed.
Sorry, Lauren. I don't like to use that language in front of women, but
That's so funny.
like I fucked your
only
mom.
when women
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
here.
Sorry.
Only when women aren't on the podcast.
Okay.
Real, a true gentleman.
True gentleman.
Although I gotta say, the comments on just any given video, not necessarily political or even discussing something of contention, just any video, the top 3-4 comments are funnier and more entertaining than the video.
Yeah.
And I go, we gotta get some of these 14-year-olds their own show.
Yeah. Well, you know
Yeah.
the theory. If you put 1,000 monkeys in a room, you might end up with like a
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, for me, comments is like 1,000 monkeys on a typewriter, and you'll end up maybe with 1 or 2 comments that are, mwah, but they're all monkeys.
I
And I'm
read
fucking
a
their mom.
Midsummer Night's Dream, and I said, this does read like it was 1,000 fucking monkeys. This book sucks.
Yeah? Nice.
It's supposed to be acted out, though.
Yeah?
It can be like
My imagination tried, and I was like,
You
a guy's a
can't-
donkey. He's what's going on here?
you
We're
need
not
to
as
like
enough
it's a play,
drugs.
right? It's not a book.
Well,
It's
apparently what
The
Shakespeare's
syphilis
strength is
hadn't
that he
hit
captured
hard
all the emotions,
yeah.
the human emotions. It was. I tried to reading it. It's just old English doesn't. I don't.
It's
Modern English. I don't get it. Oh, who farted?
No, it wasn't me.
Quinn?
It could be the area.
Quinn.
What are you looking at me for? That's clearly this is we're in a bog. We're in the wetlands. This is
could be
marsh
that.
territory.
Like whenever we drive down to Bromont, I
we're
fart
living
this-
in nature's bidet right now, buddy.
That's funny.
You see, we needed to go through the shit to get to like those
The real shit.
The
That'd be a
real
good
shit,
bar
you know?
name,
Oh.
like a dive bar,
That is
Nature's
makes me
Bidet.
Do you think? Here's a hot take. Well, I don't know if it is, but do you think we're gonna get through? Like, I feel like speaking of going through this bog we're driving through and the weeds of our ideologies and our political differences, are we gonna come through the other side and get to a point where it's like we don't care anymore? Like, are we ever gonna get to a point where we drop a lot of these issues? Because I feel like you
I
said,
hope
Lauren,
not.
like you get outside, everyone's normal.
Touch
No,
grass.
because we're all,
Yeah.
friction
I
is
think
necessary.
it just becomes
Yeah.
replaced.
To a certain degree, but okay, is the temperature gonna go
Like,
down?
It becomes
friction is
replaced with different
entertainment.
issues because everybody thinks they're living in the most special time ever whenever they're
Yeah.
living in it, but it's like this shit was just other issues before, right? So it's just gonna cycle through.
Yeah, sometimes you watch
People
like
are concerned with
a
different
movie
things.
or a documentary or even a news report from like the 40s or 50s, and you're like, wow, this sounds like so reminiscent
Yeah.
of today. Like, again, more subdued or whatever, but like,
when life is great, friction becomes entertainment. That's it. Life is great.
Em,
Look
that's
at
the
us.
smartest thing you've ever said. You make that up?
Of course.
You thought it.
I mean, I don't think. I just say things, and sometimes they're good.
That one was pretty good. I'd stop now. I'd quit while you're ahead.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Ooh, hang on to her.
It's okay. I think as long as we have friction, comedy is gonna thrive. You know. Are you guys worried about AI taking comedians' jobs?
Oh, well, all jobs.
I
Yeah,
think
but-
there'll be like its own kind of like Dadaist abstract art.
I
Because
thi-
like I feel like a lot of memes on the internet are already like that. Like it's just very.
It's like
doesn't
the new
actually make
generation.
sense. Yeah.
Like now, like you have autism comedy. I call it like Zach Harrison. Like I
Yeah.
call it. It's genius. It's
Yeah,
great,
yeah,
but it's
it's
like
fun.
Yeah.
I think the next generation is gonna be like AI.
Yeah,
It's like after autism comedy comes AI comedy.
you should see like the
It's like
YouTube
post
shit.
irony. A lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
stuff
It's
on the
like
internet.
this insane like not even jokes. It's just like these memes where it's like these abstract figures like kind of like
yeah, like me
making
and the
sound.
boys on the way to get beans at 3 a.m. or whatever. Like
Yeah.
that
But does that
meme.
make you
Yeah.
laugh?
I don't know. No, it doesn't make.
Exactly.
It's not. It doesn't have the human touch.
It's like it like titillates. I don't know
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
it's
but
like
I like-
actual, like gut laugh.
It's
Yeah.
humorous. That's
Yeah.
what I always say. Like there's comedians.
Some comedy it like makes you laugh on a surface level, and some of it makes you like fucking double over. And I feel
Yeah.
like it's a lot of the internet
Like-
stuff. It's kind of surface level.
But that's humorous. For me, the
Yeah.
difference between humorous and funny is humorous you'll go funny or ha ha ha. Like you.
Yeah.
I think it's more a question of what kind of experience do you want? Like, are you someone who wants to go to a comedy club, be with a bunch of other people, have a
Yeah.
communal laugh,
Yeah.
a communal shock, see another person live
I
and
mean,
die
I don't.
up there?
I want to be the
Yeah.
guy doing.
Because
the comedy.
there's already people who have probably seen every Netflix comedy
Yeah.
special, but
Yeah.
have never gone to a comedy show live.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's
They're
very
already
different
they'll
life.
be the AI crowd when the AI comes out,
Yeah.
and the same people who are like, you know what, let me go to Grumpy's and watch guys suck, because at least I'll be out of my stinking house and I'll have a beer and maybe get to chat with someone. They'll continue to go see the non-AIs,
Yeah.
formerly known as humans.
the non-AIs. God
Yeah.
damn, dude. Ooh.
I'll be a non-AI dude. I'm going down.
I don't have hair at the back of my neck, but something changed. Like I felt like the skin at the back when you said
It got-
non-AI.
The skin got tight there.
My skin.
Dude, they're talking about microchips
Ooh.
already. Like at the UN and stuff, they're like, yeah, in 10 years, like we'll all be chipped. It'll have all your
We're
health
already
data.
chipped. Is this our phones?
No, I understand that, but it'll be in your body. And I say I'm going down with the old species.
Yeah. But
I
then
wanna die
we'll
human.
have like any thought you have will be generated for you, and you'll be able to say it perfectly, so eloquently, and it'll come out like in a just like someone asks you a question
Yeah.
that you don't know,
Yeah.
you'll know it.
Isn't that kind of already like? Aren't we kind of trained by that with like social media?
Yeah.
Just the amount of bullshit we consume from other people's fucking intellectual backwash on like. I don't know. I feel like so much of our thoughts are just formed by seeing what everyone else
Yeah.
is saying, and like It's almost like thought templates. You know how like Twitter humor?
Yeah, that's why
kind
we
of
shouldn't-
like the exact same joke, but just like with little different things plugged in.
And that's why we
I feel like
shouldn't
that's so
judge
much of how we
thoughts.
think
If
now.
we all agree what she said, and I agree, then we shouldn't judge thoughts. Then thoughts are just stupid things. They're just you should
Thoughts-
only judge how the person in front of you is treating you while he's interacting with you.
Yeah.
But you have
That's why
to go
thoughts
outside and
words,
talk to people for.
Yeah, that's why
You have
thoughts
to be
and words.
practiced in that, and I think people. I feel like we've
So-
lost the skill.
So Lauren, you agree with George Pearson or Ben Shapiro when he
George.
says words? What is it again? Words don't hurt or whatever. What's it?
Sticks and stones.
No. He says fuck your feelings. No. He says about like words.
Oh, facts don't care about your feelings.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
I feel
This-
like that's a different thing. Also,
you're-
it's
because-
a quote out of context.
Because if we all agree that all the thoughts that we're consuming, 99% of our thoughts are an amalgamation of all the thoughts that we collected on social media or AI spit in our face or Russian propaganda or whatever, then thoughts shouldn't be judged and neither should words. The only thing that should judge is how the person who is talking to you in front of you is treating you.
Well, I feel like so much of like context has collapsed and just how we interact with each other. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's so much of it's like fucking online. It's just little anime girl icons. Like again,
I don't
anonymous
know.
14-year-olds on Twitter. Like
have someone's avatar where
Yeah.
you're like
Gabe knows what I'm talking about.
fart face 49.
It's
like a
said
Russian
this,
bot for
you know?
sure. Yeah.
And it's like a picture of like a
and they're
Japanese
saying the
teddy
most
bear.
like vitriolic, like hater shit ever. Like that's how we interact, but we don't have any of the context or like filters that go
Again,
into being a decent human. So I never judge people for what they say on social media,
No.
but like yeah, in person,
it's like when
it's
like when
a
people get
different thing.
offended when they're playing like Call of Duty, let's say, and then people on the voice chat they say all these horrible things and they judge the whole community, but really it's not a community. It's just
Bunch of
fucking insanity, hell.
Bunch of losers.
It's meant for
it's
that.
loners
It's the
together.
absurdity.
It's
Yeah.
like children saying the N-word, and you can't. It's not a community. You can't call it toxic. It's just children.
It's not a community. Okay, is this camera still recording?
Yeah, it's on. It's just dim a
Dim
bit.
the light?
So
Okay, perfect.
it's like saving battery. I think. I don't know.
That's nice.
Well, it is funny how like people like now a lot of the media talks about the rise in hate about whatever, you know, in general or to this group or that group, and it'll be like, look, a swastika in a bathroom stall or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I always felt like growing up, it's like I always saw that stuff in bathroom stalls.
Yeah.
But I always just knew it was just like
It's a
Shock
bathroom
the guy.
stall.
Like,
nothing.
just-
Well, it's
So
like-
I feel sad for the people now who have to see it and be like, oh no, the Fourth Reich or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like 4 people who say that. I don't believe.
no, of course.
But
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
like in any political context, it's like the way that news functions now. It's about shock and outrage. Like no matter what part of the political spectrum they're targeting, it's to get you angry and to get
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
click, right? So everything's always getting worse, and it's the worst story ever because that's
The thing is,
what
someone
gets you to
is
stay on.
using this friction between the dumb masses to gain money or power. And who are these people? Like this.
What
That's
did old Julius Caesar say about give them bread in circus and they'll never revolt or something like that?
interesting.
He was talking
Yeah.
about the Gladiator. We made a movie with Russell Crowe. There's the same old tricks.
Yeah. They give us Spider-Man. We're happy.
Yeah.
They give us
Marvel
Mario.
movies.
And if
We
we're
love it.
fighting amongst each other, we're not
Yeah.
fighting the real people who are fucking
Exactly.
us.
Well, I think
Exactly.
people are like again with like our phones constantly. We live these very like exploited like between our eyes and our screen lives. Like you don't have time to
Yeah.
think about what you want and what
And
you
we all
care
feel
about, or
guilty.
spend time with people in a way that's not surveilled or like on a private company's platform. That's why I don't know. I love comedy so much. The live part of it
Cuts
'cause-
through it all like a knife.
Yeah,
Razor
sometimes
sharp.
it's fucking stupid, but it's like it's actually real and with the people in the room. So
And laughter is involuntary, so you can't
Yeah.
lie. You can't have your ideologies infect your involuntary reaction. So people, that's why the best laugh ever is the spit up or the cover my mouth after laugh. When I see a crowd do that, and I get those a lot.
And it
Lauren,
doesn't happen often.
I'll show you later
But,
tonight.
yeah, uh-huh.
No, but you do get those, eh? And it's like that's the
Best
best
thing,
yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
That's-
I always
It's the best
prefer.
kind of laugh, because when you get the tee-hees, the ha-has,
Yeah.
you go, this motherfucker's trying to fit in with everybody else.
No, it's so much
Wait,
better.
I'm not
to-
putting my Amarez up here. I said I want a real laugh, goddammit. No, but
It's so much better
it's
to
the
get a
best.
few people really laughing than like the whole room kind of laughing, I think.
like Patrice O'Neill said,
Actually affecting them.
if the whole crowd's laughing, you can't say you killed.
You gotta piss
But if
off-
half the crowd's laughing their head
Everyone
off and
is,
half
like,
is
pissed off.
killed.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
I think
because
there's some truth.
if you're doing it for everyone, you're not doing it for anyone in particular.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But then you're in the room, and half the people don't laugh. You're kind of like, oh man, that sucked.
It's just you have to manage your own expectations.
Like when I see
Yeah.
someone who's pissed off in the crowd,
Yeah.
but everyone else is laughing, I get a good feeling.
Yeah.
But when everyone's pissed off, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But
If it's
when-
one guy, but if it's
Usually
half,
it's not a
imagine
guy.
half of
it's
the
a
peop-
woman. I know my comedy.
That's so
Usually
funny.
it's a woman, and she's giving me that face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and sometimes I kind of look for it like an idiot. Like I'll open with a really dirty sex joke, and she's not offended or like, oh, she's not being woke or
Just a
whatever.
little grossed
But she's
out.
like, bro,
Yeah.
oh,
I think you also got to put it into context too of like there are people who got dragged to the show. They don't want to be
Yeah.
there. Like it really has nothing to do with you.
That's
it's like
true.
they're on a shitty date. They had a terrible day at work.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like
You can't take it
so
personally.
I try
Not
not
drunk
to
yet.
be like, oh, what's your, you know what I mean? Like, how are you doing? Let me address this. When it's like maybe they're just. It really is. Again, we
Yeah.
think it's about us because we're up there, but.
Part of the skill is performing to the people who are actually listening to you and like performing and finding those people.
I don't
Honestly.
engage with them. I just say security. Yeah, thank you.
it's Vance.
Security. What's up,
It's your security.
motherfucker?
She. God damn. I love this. What I'm doing right now is what I hope to be doing for the rest of my life. Just bigger, like a nicer car,
With better people. With some actual real
hair,
stars.
and no, but like I was telling him, I'm doing exactly what I've dreamt of doing in my life, but on a
Yeah.
really small scale. Like I'm living my dream, but with like a small D. Like
But you get to enjoy the process.
So
of
it's
it,
familiar.
So
I love this. This is
Yeah.
I'm going to a different city to make people laugh. I'm recording a podcast. I'm sharing my
Yeah, that's
thoughts
cool.
with people I like and Lauren. And I'm just this is what more there's look at the birds, man.
I know.
There's birds that just came back from the south. They're like, hey, we heard it's warm here.
Oh,
it's
man,
great.
You're right. I'm so cynical all the time.
This is the best thing
is
ever,
pretty
man.
good.
Dude, when I did the show in Arm Prior, it was like I don't English Canada is new to me. That's like the next step I want to conquer is English Canada.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to a guy. He's like, "Oh, bud," and like he was talking like I seen on TV.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, but,"
Letterkenny,
and like
right.
there was a table of like 15 people. All the men had hats, like caps.
What?
I'm like, this is so Canada. This is real Canada. They all have broad shoulders, all farmers,
Yeah.
all hot. I'm like, this is. I just wanted to hug all of them.
Wow.
You know? Like, thank
Nice.
you for welcoming me in your country. Like, it's crazy.
Wow.
Thank you for paying taxes. You know what I mean? God damn, I love this. Is fucking. I hope I don't die now. That would suck. Imagine if I got into a car right now. Like, I love my fucking life.
yo, that would make your podcast so famous if we got in a car crash. On
Yeah,
it.
but I don't wanna Vincent Van Gogh my life. You know, I wanna be famous and rich for a couple of years before I die. You know, maybe 10. Give me 10 good years and then fucking give me ass
Man.
cancer.
Yo.
Die in the climate wars.
Sorry.
We'll all die in the climate wars in 30 years.
Yeah.
so. I'm just trying to have a good time while I can.
Yeah, we're gonna be eating crickets and drinking sand.
Hell yeah.
One of the reasons I don't want to leave Canada
Yeah.
is that when I close my eyes and imagine the future, Canada is the next Saudi Arabia because we have so much fresh water.
Yeah.
The U.S. will invade us for it first.
Sorry?
You think they will?
The U.S. will invade us for it.
No,
first. They'll
we'll
just
share.
annex
We're
us.
Canadian. Here
Canada,
we go.
Canada, and the U.S. we have a good like. They will abuse us.
now.
Look, no, but look at America and Saudi. They have a great relationship. All the terrorists of 9/11, most of them were from Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia they didn't even like throw a feather on them. They kept
Well, the
great
U.S.
business.
is friends with anyone who has oil.
Exactly. Well, I think in like 40 years, water is the next oil. So I don't think Canada, the U.S. is going to invade Canada. I think we're going to continue having
That's
good
assuming
relationships.
we can defend
That's
it.
why I don't think we should leave Canada, Gabe. Tell your girlfriend we should stay here.
Yeah.
This is the next oil
Leaving
boom.
Canada, Gabe?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Why not? Can a guy leave Canada?
Your
can a
girlfriend's
guy
from
leave
the
Canada?
Canada,
UK,
man, be so
right?
fucking hairy.
She's-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of. We'll see where we go. I don't know.
All right, let's reset the cameras.
Yeah.
All right, let's go light, guys. What's your favorite? Like now we're eating chips and chocolates. What's your favorite snacks? So I said mine was coffee crisp. I absolutely adore coffee crisp. Lauren.
My favorite snack, sweet or savory.
Ooh, whatever you want.
Sorry, I'm chewing
Whatever your
into
heart
the mic.
desires. Sorry?
I'm chewing into the mic. I like. This probably reveals a lot about my idea of snacks, but I
Cock.
like. Yeah. That's why I moved to Montreal. Yeah. No. Ice cream.
Ice cream. Fuck
Yeah,
favorite. Yeah.
it is fucking amazing.
yeah.
So
I'd
Amer
eat
is
ice
the
cream for
kind of
every
guy.
meal if I could.
Amer can go for ice cream anytime.
Oh, baby.
And I say like
My,
no.
I
you go
swear to
for
God, my
cock
mouth
anytime.
started water. That you said ice cream, and my like the glands.
But
started
isn't
creating saliva
Isn't
at the
it
back
a
of my
treat?
throat.
You can't have it every day.
Don't
Go
Squirter.
fuck your mother, bro. Ice cream is it's God's life.
Okay. Can I tell you guys something? Okay, I've been wanting to say this on every podcast for like a month, but I haven't been able to. So like during the ice storm, like the recent ice storm, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of electricity went out, and the PA, the supermarket next to my house, went out of power, and they started giving away all their ice cream for
God.
free.
Oh my
I
God.
got
I
like
love that.
6 tubs of ice cream for free.
What do you get? What do you get? What do you
I
get?
got Chapman's chocolate. I
That's
don't know what
good,
that is.
okay.
I got like a bunch of like Neapolitan Briars.
That's
I got
okay, that's
I got
good.
like 3 or 4 Ben and Jerry's tubs,
That's very sweet, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
which is good. None of these are good.
Fuck. Well, listen. If you're gonna buy, okay, listen. I'm the ice cream guy. What's your wait? I asked Lauren. Lauren, what's your like ice cream the choice? Like your.
I know the answer that it should be. So
So, ice cream of choice in terms of brand is Cortha-Dairy. It's the
That's
best
what I'm
ice
talking
cream in
about, girl.
Canada.
What's
that? Which one?
The best ice cream in
Orthodarian?
Orthogarian?
Cortha-Dairy.
Cortha-Dairy?
Cortha-Dairy.
Based in Bob Cage in Ontario. I worked there all through high school.
Oh wow.
oh shit, you worked there? Come on.
Wait, I can buy that
Probably
from a
met you in
province?
past life.
Yeah, I probably fucking made you a milkshake when you were in Lindsay or whatever. Yeah, Cortha-Dairy.
And I can buy
then
that from
at
the store.
Cortha-Dairy, the ice. Oh, I don't know. Moose Tracks is a classic. It's like vanilla ice cream, fudge swirl,
Little
peanut
Reese's
butter.
Cups
Okay, I'm
in it.
talking like
Yeah.
the like Haagen-Dazs and stuff. I fucking Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs is good.
Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs and Ben and Jerry's are good, like
Ben
mass
and Jerry's
market
is
ice
too
creams.
sweet.
I like
find-
Ben and Jerry's. It
it's
depends on the
too
flavor.
much.
Too sweet.
I like
I
Ben
don't
and
know.
Jerry's for their kind of like chocolatey.
I like when it's crunchy and
Haagen-Dazs for the
chocolatey.
fruit ones.
They
Yeah.
I've always said, even though they say like white people they don't use spices, and I
Yeah.
agree, but white people have mastered the art of the texture.
Yeah.
White people's food
Okay.
have great
That croissant.
croissant,
Yeah,
croissant.
your salads,
Yeah.
like everything. White people when they cook, like the texture in the mouth, the crunchiness, the smoothiness, they nailed it. Indian people, it's just the same texture, but they have amazing flavors. So
Yeah,
the
Indian
best
food's
is to
great.
combine both. Ice cream, Haagen, like from the store or like Uber Eats, Haagen-Dazs vanilla with almonds dipped in chocolate.
Oh yeah, the crunch.
Oh, Allahu
yeah.
Akbar.
Haagen-Dazs has a really good strawberry as well. It has like little strawberry chunks.
I don't go with fruits usually. When if I want fruit, I go with sorbet. I go to like Bilboquet
Yeah,
and get
sorbet's good.
mother or Italian. Ooh, jeez. I swear to God, my mouth is watering right now.
Is
As
is Paris known for its ice cream?
Paris is known for its bread, like
Ah,
boulangerie kind of
okay.
things, like pastries and boulangerie. Yeah.
Me and Amer are going to Paris.
You going to Paris?
Yeah, we're going
Good
to Paris.
pastry heads?
Well, we're going in June for like.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Oh, that's exciting. Apparently, you can get beer in McDonald's.
yeah.
Trevor
And
was
wine
saying
and
that.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, do it. It's Cronenberg. It's nice.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't know if I should like. I'm thinking of staying a few days and go to like Provence.
Yeah.
And go to like a. But here's the thing. I romanticize
Paris.
not Paris, but like
France.
the farms of France.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, I don't know if you know Marcel Pagnol. Quinn,
No.
do you know Marcel Pagnol?
Sorry,
Do you know Marcel Pagnol?
I don't believe so.
He's a French writer, and he wrote many books about like a family who lived in Provence.
Okay.
And it was like, you can imagine what it looks like. There's a lot of wheat
Okay.
and little houses and
Yeah.
like a small school, and I fantasize Provence like this, and I'm worried I'm gonna go there and it's just gonna be like a bunch of racists. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be like there's a McDonald's.
I think the scenery is going to be beautiful, right?
Mm.
I don't know about the people. I don't know anything about, but I'm assuming
I just want to get drunk and ride a bicycle. That's all I want to do.
You never
in
do
Provence.
either of those
Do that
things
a bunch
ever.
of
Exactly, but I want to fall in
You
love.
never get drunk
Listen,
and you never ride a bike.
What did I do when I went to London?
You go shit face with me.
I told you I
Yeah.
want to drink, I want to fall in love, and I want to live. I want to live a little. Remember before
Yeah,
we met, I
yeah,
told you.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what happened? I went there.
Yeah, we had a
I
lot of fun.
drank. I fell in love.
Yeah, you did.
I had amazing time. I did comedy. I
Yeah.
visited all the museums I wanted.
Yeah,
and then I came
Tell
back.
me about dating that cop.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys break out the handcuffs or?
No.
What?
She was not into that type of.
Oh.
No, because it's like a
Did she,
asking,
did she at least shove her baton up your ass or
as
what?
I mean, I brought my own, but no, it's like asking a comedian like, do you fuck with the mic on, or like it's not.
She didn't want to bring work home.
Sorry?
Yeah,
You
but-
fucked with
Wanna
the
bring
mic on.
her
I don't know, like you put the mic up the girl's pussy or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
sure.
but the
Yikes.
thing is, a lot of people who aren't cops use handcuffs. You think you would have to? You want to feel the official?
She did
cuffs.
make me wear blackface every time we fucked, but I don't think it's related.
She wasn't into that.
Look at Quinn. Whenever I say something like, he's like,
I pretend to be offended.
He just pretend to be offended. I just want to punch him in the face. I want to break. I want to break and see his head just hit the fucking-
Have you guys ever been offended by anything?
Nah, if it's personal, I'm like a little bit. Like if it's something I don't know and
Like by a joke?
Yeah, I'm not saying like something someone did to you. I mean, like something someone said or joked about or.
No.
Because I don't think I have
I
either.
never really get that involved.
Lauren?
It's not a brag. It's
How many
just-
times were you offended during this podcast?
I try not to comment on things that I'm
okay. It's just
not confident in.
no, she keeps it a secret.
No, we kind of try to do
If
the
it was
same.
at Barfly,
you know?
I'd be heckling you, but like I just
Yeah.
I,
I
feel like
would
I can't
bury
heckle
you.
on a podcast.
If you attack me on stage,
I'm a
I
big
would
fan
bury.
of. I'm a big free speech person, but I think that also includes the backlash and the
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
heckle
of course.
back. So,
Yeah, and also
Oh,
the
yeah.
backlash of the backlash.
but I don't want to mess up the sound on the podcast, you know. So
Mess
you guys
up
put all
the
this effort
sound of
into
the
it.
podcast. What does that mean? Mess up the sound.
Like
I don't want to. I don't want to
Oh,
raise the
please
levels
interrupt.
too high, you know.
It's okay. We're gonna remove you from the podcast. just
We'll be
every
cutting
time.
a lot of this anyway.
Yeah. None of the shit content, though. Please, none of the shit content.
Have you ever been heckled?
Have I been heckled?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got heckled for the first time. It was like about a month into doing comedy. I was at World's Smallest, and I was trying to do an insult joke about like Pierre Poilievre. And then there was like some drunk guy, and he heckled me, and I actually had a little comeback.
Is
I was
that
very
Quinn?
proud of myself. No, it wasn't Zach. Zach was on my side. Yeah, no, Zach's great. I like Zach. Yeah,
Nice.
so I don't know. He was saying something about the insult. I was like, you sound like you know a lot about that.
Yeah,
That was my little baby comedian retort.
that's nice.
But I haven't really been heckled since. I've been trying to like get better at crowd work and stuff. I feel like I look people in the eyes and they're scared to talk to me. So
Well, listen, being a not low energy comic, but like being like your voice, it's very hard to attack because you always seem calm and in control.
yeah, I think I try to use that because
That's the
a
strength.
lot of my jokes are a little bit creepy and like body horror and stuff. And
Ooh, creepy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
you'll
cool.
see my set tonight. I guess you guys haven't. Gabe's seen me at like Barfly, but yeah, you guys haven't seen me. So
Yeah, I've seen The Nest also.
I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be my first time seeing you on stage, Lauren.
it'll be fun. We'll see. We'll see
She
how
goes
it
on
goes.
stage. Bitches be shopping.
I think I have like one new joke I'm gonna try tonight, but it's in the middle. It's where you're supposed to put the new ones.
Oh, it's exciting. Oh,
Yeah, it'll be fun. I like Ottawa though. Ottawa has great comedy.
Yeah.
Great audiences. And
amazing audiences.
Yeah.
What's a comedy city people like? What's like you think the destination for comedy in Canada? Like, do people?
In Canada?
Yeah.
I think Montreal is becoming
Yeah.
a big destination for comedy. Dude, we have so many cool rooms and so many different rooms.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like the third floor is different from the
Yeah.
art loft.
It's all
It's
different,
different from the
yeah.
nest. It's different from
Cool.
like Deli Planet. It's different from Elspeth Room.
Yeah.
Like whatever like
You have
type
everything.
of comedy you like, you
Yeah.
will find a room that you're like, oh, this is I'm comfortable here. You know.
Yeah.
Montreal is booming right now. That's why we're leaving to Ottawa to do comedy. No, you gotta hit the road, man. You'll see every like jokes that you haven't done in like 6 years. You're gonna do them again.
Yeah, and they're gonna work and shit.
And they're gonna,
like,
you're gonna feel fresh, and they're gonna feel fresh.
That's cool. That's how I felt when I went to London.
Yeah.
I was all like, "Oh yeah, I'm home, baby."
Were you impressed with British comedians?
Not at a lot of shows, but we were doing kind of shitty shows.
Okay.
And then I did one show where all the comics, you could tell they're like 6, 7, 8 years in.
Yeah.
And they were fucking really good.
Yeah?
I was like, damn, like these guys, like they're at it for a while, you know? Like they're confident, jokes are edgy, they're funny. They're also like, we were doing a lot of shows that it was all like these young, skinny, scary, like scared white guys.
Yeah.
And then I was doing shows like this Arabs and like these black dudes, and they're fucking like intense, and you
Okay.
know, it felt like I was a Montreal style
Yeah.
comedy, you know.
You want to do a pit stop in London before we go to Paris? Do a few shows or nah?
So I'm after the festival.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in London for 1 day,
One day. Okay.
and then I'm leaving the next day at 3 p.m. to Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
'Cause,
You guys
it-
going together? Or you're
No,
just going in?
he's flying in. I don't know whenever, but I'm going for like a wedding before.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go to a music festival.
He's
You
going
gonna
with
do a
his.
little comedy, European comedy tour or what?
Well, we want to do a tour, but he.
I'm like fucked with money. Like,
Yeah. So we're
especially
just gonna do Paris. We should do a few shows in Paris. I'll
Yeah.
message people.
I'm also like gotta pay so much, pretty much sure so much in taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe not.
Do you have an accountant?
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
fine. Anyways, let's.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a good guy? I haven't done my taxes in a few years.
Shit. Yeah, I got a guy, but don't go to my guy. He's bad.
Don't go to your guy?
No.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna get audited if you go to him.
No, it's just that like he's good if you're with him for like 30 years, you know. If not, he's just gonna lose all your shit.
You've been filing taxes for 30 years, Gabe?
Well, my mom has.
Right.
And then
I see why it's good to you then. Hello.
Give her the old
Bing.
massage.
Talk about MILF again.
My mom watched the podcast with John Kocherkoy.
Yeah?
And she's like, I'm going to talk to Amer. He's like, I'd ask your mom. I bet she knows all about sex or something like that. She's like, I'm going to talk to him.
But your mom knows that, like, off stage, I'm a very polite, kind man. But on stage, I'm like, yeah, bitches, whores, cunts, Jews.
She doesn't know that.
She doesn't know that. Yeah, so she never saw me.
Yeah, she doesn't know that.
I try to be polite off stage.
Yeah.
Off mic, I tried to be. I was having a conversation with a female comic, and like she was doing sex joke, and I told her, "Listen, I can't do these jokes without a mic. Like I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable when I'm off stage. On stage, when there's an audience, I don't mind saying the crudest, most disgusting things.
Well,
but
there's more of a barrier if you're on stage, and like there's kind of a
where there's less barrier when I'm on stage.
Yeah, but there's more barrier between you and the people there.
No, you see, au contraire, the way I see it, if there's an audience, it's
fourth
taken
wall.
as a joke. If there's no audience, if I'm just talking to someone and I say like, yeah, I want to fuck your nose, there's like, I'm like,
Yeah, it's
there's nothing
uncomfortable.
that states that this is comedy.
Yeah, it's true.
Context.
Context,
Yeah.
exactly. On stage, crowd, everything is funny.
Yeah. I think you also have to get them to kind of trust you at the beginning of your set to be able to say like fucked up or gross things with
Yeah.
them. Like
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to build some rapport.
But sometimes
which is
I
hard
like
to do in
to-
short spots, but
But
yeah.
sometimes I like to right away, and just to see like, can I get away with it? Like I used to have a joke
Yeah.
about the word whore, and I used to open with it, like and right, and
Let's
people
hear
would be like, ugh. No, maybe I'll do it tonight. But I'm not gonna open with it. Well, maybe I'm closing, so by the time I go on stage, hopefully the crowd will be warm and everything. But people will be like, oh, especially if there's like 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds in the room that's never really used the word whore for fun.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they're like, oh, and like, just stay with me. I'm going somewhere.
Right.
It's the fucking.
I'm
great-
almost done. Just stay with me. Yeah.
Shh, I'm done. It's over soon. Shh.
you have to give them a reason to.
It's okay.
How's your dating life, Amer?
your bank account,
I'm focused on the JFL soon, so
Okay,
I'm not.
that's all I need to know.
I'm not really dating that
Say
much.
no more.
A few things have popped, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait. If they're not there after in May, then it's okay. Que sera, sera.
I'm doing pretty good.
What about you, Quinn?
What about it?
Oh,
have any
fuck you. You asked me, but then I asked him. He's like, what about it, man?
For JFL.
Answer with a question.
Oh, well, I'm just getting ready to hopefully get a JFL edition next year, and
In the meantime, we're gonna grind.
All right. So, what about you, Quinn? What's your favorite chocolate or
favorite what's right?
Ice cream.
your favorite snack?
Favorite ice cream, cookies and cream. Favorite
Ooh.
favorite snack, chips. More of a savory fella.
What's your favorite chip?
It oscillates between all dressed and
Like Ripples all dressed?
of course.
Okay.
Those are little sour.
Well, the no names
Fine.
got too much tang; they'll burn
Yeah.
your tongue.
Little
Especially
too-
when you're me and you're baked and you're eating a whole bag because you're alone and you're sad. No one's there to stop you.
Oh.
I made the mistake of eating chips in front of people a few times, and they they don't look at me the same after.
Do you chew with your mouth open? Or?
Absolutely
Yeah?
not. But I still
Oh,
managed to
okay.
get about 500 chips in there at once.
Fuck yeah, bro. Live your life. That's how
Yes,
you eat pussy,
queen.
bro. If I was a
Chubby
woman, I'm
bunny
like, that's
challenge,
how
but
this guy
chips.
eats pussy. I'm gonna
Whole
fuck him. I'm
bag
gonna
of
fuck him.
chips.
Yeah, well, it's not, but
You don't fill your mouth.
I eat pussy the way I eat cookies and cream ice cream, baby.
Suction
Come
cup.
on, not a fucking bag of all-dressed chips. Gotta be a little sensitive, man.
I gotta. A man with an appetite is a man who knows how to fuck. That's how I live my life. You know? If I was a woman, that's how I would fucking choose my potential sex
Hey, that
mates.
fat guy that looks pretty good.
A fat guy must eat good pussy. Lauren, what's your input on this?
Do fat guys eat good pussy?
I think so.
Oh my God, this
Eating
is
good
insane.
pussy is a state of mind.
It's a state of mind.
It's a state of mind.
Spoken like the Dalai Lama.
Okay, we're
over
getting
there.
close to Ottawa.
Oh yeah, are we close?
I think
I
so.
can someone check on their phone and
Okay,
put the
why
address?
isn't it? It's not letting me do
Just I
directions.
need the exit number. Quinn, can you check on your? Do you have?
Will it not just be the main exit going into Ottawa? We're downtown, right?
uh,
first exit.
It's in Byward Market. Okay, why? Like, I don't even.
We can stop this since
Whatever
I think
one
we're
is
getting
Metcalf,
close.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hey guys, Quinn at Art
Wait,
Loft.
what? It's over? I was
Yeah.
just about to reveal vulnerabilities.
Nah, it's okay. And so yeah, Quinn McMorrow at Artloft on Instagram. Lauren, we want me to plug
Lauren Mallory, find me at Barfly on Mondays.
Lauren Mallory, a regular at the Barfly. My name is Amer, and this is my best friend Gabe. We love you guys. Thanks
Bye.
so much for watching. Bye.
Bye. Miss you.